We are following breaking news for you in Miami. One person shot along the Rickenbacker Causeway.
Sky 10, you see flying over that scene earlier this morning. Local 10 News reporter Madeline Wright just got to that scene. She joins us this morning with more. Madeline.
Eric and JC, right now I am sitting in my live truck on the Rickenbacker Causeway right near the bridge. There is heavy rain and there are some rumbles of thunder. We can see that there is a lot of police activity and the eastbound lanes of the Rickenbacker Causeway are shut down. So a portion of the westbound lanes has been divided. Part of the lanes are being used for eastbound traffic. Part of the westbound lanes are being used for westbound traffic. We're hearing that a motorcyclist shot a bicyclist, and it's a pretty wild chain of events. A bicyclist I talked to named Lee Marks tells me that around 6:30 to 7 o'clock this morning, he was part of a large pack of bicyclists, about 50 to 70 people riding a bike on the Rickenbacker, when a motorcyclist who was filming started getting into an argument with one of the bicyclists. It was part of an ongoing feud going back several weeks, and he says that the motorcyclist ended up shooting that bicyclist. We've seen several pictures of the bicyclist on the ground. He appeared to be unresponsive with his eyes closed, and paramedics were treating him at the scene. We are working to get more information from police on the extent of the injuries of the victim and if any arrests have been made. Stay with Local 10 on air and online as we continue to gather the latest. JC and Eric?
All right, Madeline, we'll check in with you throughout the morning.